Because even though they're not the mainstay of this petition, they have their own truth and their own relevance, and they are important in the sense of what they mean. Also, once again, the difficulty in interpreting this petition was increased by the fact that there was very, very considerable doubt as to the meaning of the word, let me see if I can pronounce it correctly, epinosios, which is the word which the Revised Standard Version translates daily. That's a Greek word. And it's translated daily. Now, the extraordinary fact of that was that until a short time ago, there was no other known occurrence of this word in the whole Greek literature. Origen, which was a very popular bishop in history and a Bible scholar, said that Matthew had invented this word daily. It was therefore not possible to be sure what it precisely meant. So all the other definitions that have been interpreted as far as what it meant, it made sense. And it still makes sense when it comes to Christ being the bread of life, the scriptures being bread fed to us daily. All that is okay. All that makes sense, my brothers and sisters. But not very long ago, a papyrus fragment, which turned up with this same particular word on it, and the fragment was actually, once they discovered it and interpreted it, the fragment was a woman's shopping list. It was actually a woman's shopping list where this word appeared. And again, an item on it was the word espinosios in Greek. And it was a note to remind her to buy supplies of a certain food for the coming day, which proves that Matthew didn't make up the word, but that the word daily bread meant exactly, literally what it said. And this is what I try to show you. It meant exactly, literally what it said, even sometimes we don't understand it. Give us the things we need to eat for the coming day. Help us to get the things I got on my shopping list when I go out to the store. Give me the things we need to eat when the children come in from school and the men folks come in from work. Grant us that the table be not bare when we sit down together today to eat. Give us our daily bread. And my brothers and sisters, as I look at this petition, to me it goes on to prove, once again, what I've been saying all along and trying to get you to see and believe. And I believe it from the bottom of my heart. I don't care who else says anything different. The Bible should be taken literally as it is written. Because I believe, in spite of some of the mistranslations, it means exactly what it says. We don't have to speculate on it. We don't have to think about it. If it says it, it says it. We may not like what it says all the time, because a lot of times it condemns us in the situation that we're in. And it might make God seem, or Yahweh seem, that he's a cold God. He ain't all this love that everybody spouts about. That there is different sides of any situation. And we might not like the sides we see, but it says and means what it says. And this is the way we should look at it. And stop trying to analyze God and accept God, Yahweh, for who he is. The Bible should be taken literally. So now this simple petition shows us that God, Yahweh, cares for the physical body as well as our spiritual needs. This petition, give us our daily bread, teaches us to pray for our daily substances, for the bread for the coming day. It teaches us to live in reality one day at a time. Don't worry about being anxious about the distance and about the unknown future, about what's going to happen and where I'm going to be when I get 50 or 60 years old. You worry about where you are right now. This is what this particular petition teaches us. And when Christ taught his disciples to pray this petition, there's little doubt as he taught them that his mind wandered back to the story of the manna in the wilderness. And we see this in Exodus 16:1 through 21, that the children of Israel were starving in the wilderness, and Yahweh sent them manna, the food from heaven. For there was one condition of they must gather only enough for their immediate needs. They couldn't stack it up and store it up for the next day, because if they tried to gather too much and store it up, it spoiled on them. So they had to be satisfied with just enough for that day. And this is what it's saying. In implications in this petition, God is saying, put it all in its proper place. It admits that it is from Yahweh our God we receive the food which is necessary to support our life on a daily basis. No man has ever created a seed which will grow. The scientists can analyze the seed into its constituency elements, but no synthetic seed could ever grow. And there has never been a synthetic seed created. All living things come from Yahweh. Our food, therefore, is the direct gift of God, no matter how much of it you have, how little of it you have, whatever you have. You should bless and thank Yahweh, our God, for what you have. And thank him on a daily basis. My brothers and sisters, this petition very wisely reminds us of how prayer works. If a man prayed this prayer, once again, as I've always told you, and sat back and waited for the bread to fall into his hand, he probably would starve to death. It reminds us, my brothers and sisters, that prayer and works goes together, hand in hand. And that when we pray, we must go on to work to make the prayer come true. Once again, it reminds me, as I've always reminded you, you got to do something to get something. God is not just going to give you something and you sit down and don't try to help yourself to receive it. He gives you the means. He gives you the ability. He gives you the mindset in order to make whatever you ask him for to work. And he put people in positions to help you make it work, but you got to, under all circumstances, go out and make it work on your own. And this is what it's all about. The same way with loving God, the same way with prayer and understanding God. God is not going to force anything on you. He's not going to make you worship him. He's not going to demand that you worship me, even though I am the supreme being. I am the I am the I am. I'm the creator of all things. But you worship me if you so desire, even though I created you. I'm not going to make you do anything. I wish you would accept me as your father, accept me as your creator, but that's left up to you. Free will. Even the angels had free will. That's why a third of them rebelled against him with Satan, because he gave them also free will. Yahweh wants your love, but he wants it freely. So it's all left up to us. My brothers and sisters, prayer like faith without works is dead. When we pray this position, we are recognizing the two basic truths: that without Yahweh our God, we can do nothing, and that without our effort and our cooperation with Yahweh our God, he can do nothing. It all works hand in hand. I see we ran out of time, and we'll pick this up next week as we go in.